Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Here we go. Like 20! 56! I'm coming after you!
On first down, Garoppolo. And complete to Zach Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a pass complete to Hogan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Garoppolo again. Here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long? Throw left side taken in by Miller. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Chargers under third-year coach Anthony Lynn. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Play fake. Bridgewater. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mixon with a first down carry. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. The numbers for Mixon last week, 16 carries, 58 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On first down, Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Chargers going to sit. Signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal. They got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. We'll see. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Garoppolo on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
We got this.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Walker with a grab, left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Bridgewater. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. There's Garoppolo to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Garoppolo, 13 yards, 1st down Packers. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Hogan, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They've gone to the 2nd quarter now in Denver. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Throwing, Bridgewater. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Hogan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. Mixon. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run with Mixon. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hogan. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
Here we go.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo again. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kevin White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And a pass complete here to Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They come out here in the eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. For them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, and it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Come on now, let's go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hogan.
Here we go.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. On first down, Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Hogan with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Wide open receiver complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.